Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, this is a package from the Game Collection. If you're not from the UK, you won't know what that is, but basically these are super cheap games. You might have seen them online that are going for very cheap. I had to purchase them. So I'm going to go through them individually. I've already opened the parcel and whatnot, so we'll go through them individually. There are 4 games, and yeah, let's have a look. First one I have is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. And this is obviously a remake of the Dreamcast version, I believe it is. It is available on Game Pass. I've already played it on Game Pass, but I wanted to buy it physically because I quite enjoy playing it, and it is eventually going to leave Game Pass at some point. And owning it physically for quite cheap at the moment is really good, because anime games, especially JoJo games, seem to rocket up in price on certain games. So it's always going to be worth picking this up anyway, especially the fact that I enjoy it anyway. Ironically, I don't enjoy JoJo. That's quite a thing to admit. I don't enjoy JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I just can't get on with it. The first 2 series are awful for me, and Stardust, whatever, the third one, it's not very. It gets very boring. Now, I am trying to go through them in the manga side of things, which is probably worse, I don't know. But I enjoy the games, and I enjoy the memes, and yeah, so the gameplay is really, really good. So I thought I would purchase it, and then I have an anime-based game that will always, be in my collection, because I don't think I've got that many. In fact, let's move on, because the next one is... Samurai Shodown. It's obviously Showdown. I would normally put a W there, but it's Showdown. This is, I remember when this launched. It was 2019, 2020, 2019, I think it is. 19, yeah. So I remember when this launched, and it was like a 50 quid game, and I was very, very tempted to purchase it at the time when it came out. And, it's Samurai Showdown. It's a big comeback for SNK, and this was very, very cool at the time, and I was like, oh my god, I really need to play this. I managed to play it on streaming services, but I never actually got around to buying it. So I haven't actually mentioned any price at the moment. So Samurai Showdown was £3.95. £3.95 for a brand new sealed Xbox game, which is really cool. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was £9.95. So Samurai Showdown, yeah, I was really interested in purchasing this. Never purchased it. I've looked up some of the stuff online. The game apparently plays fantastic, or at least decent, for some people. But it takes a while to load into this stuff, and blah blah blah. And there's quite a lot of issues that are apparently with it. But I'll definitely be giving it a go, because for £3.95, I will give anything a go. And then the next one that I have... Oh, speaking of £3.95, I'll give anything a go. Scarlet Nexus, £3.95. Scarlet Nexus, I remember when this launched again, 60 quid or 50 odd quid or whatever it was, and it was a big thing, big anime game, and it was very curious to me that this was a thing. So the art style I quite like, the idea of the game I quite liked, and it just seemed to flop. It was meant to be like a whole game, anime, manga, TV show, like the whole shebang. It was meant to get a lot of stuff that were meant to bring it all together into one big thing, and it just seemed like it just turned on its head. So we do have the game, and we do have an anime, but we don't have a manga. We obviously don't have a TV series either. So clearly Bandai have given up. The rumour has it, though, that there's a new Scarlet Nexus game. I say Nexus because it's not called Nexus. It's a new Scarlet game in the works. I've heard that around. Whether that follows the timeline with this, I've no idea. However, this is not, it's meant to be not that bad. So I'm going to find out why there's the sudden drop of the game. But for £3.95 again, this is a get. And it has actually just gone up to £3.95 on Amazon as well. But this is still available at the Game Collection. They must have tons of them. And the last one that I have is this one. This is what actually drove me to the game collection. Is Gungrave Gore. Now this is meant to be horrible. For £4.95 though, so £1 more than the other two, than the previous two. It's got me interested because I really like Gungrave. The original Gungrave on PlayStation 2. It was like my guilty pleasure. As bad as it was my guilty pleasure that I went in there and just had fun with the game. So I'm gathering that Gungrave Gore will be very similar. The game again was on Xbox Game Pass, but the problem with that is I didn't get round to playing it before I ended up getting removed. It might actually still be on the list. I'm saying that it might still be on the Game Pass list, but I've got it now. It doesn't matter. However, I do need to try it because this could be horrific. It could be horrific, and it could also be my new guilty pleasure because the original Gungrave was a big guilty pleasure, like I say, for me. And it still is, I've obviously not got time to go back and play it on the PlayStation 2. But this, is it PlayStation 2? It was PlayStation 2, wasn't it? Or was it Xbox 360? It was one of the two, I can't remember. But it was a big guilty pleasure, like I say. I keep saying that. But this is very cool. I am curious. There is a few things that I've noticed. I don't know if it's that one. That one. I think it's in JoJo. It feels a bit thicker than the others. So what I may do is I may actually just crack these all open now and just have a nosy what's in them. Bear with me. So in JoJo, it is just a code for the shop on Bandai Store and the game, obviously, that has, the disc there, and in here is just essentially the code for the shop that's on the Bandai Store that's there. I'm not going to show you the code because I like to use those codes. So let's open the next one. Okay, update, I'm not getting into Samurai Showdown. So what we'll do, we'll leave it there because I think really JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was the only one that I was kind of concerned about that might have something. The Gungrave Gore might have something. You never know. You never know. But I don't think Scarlet Nexus will. However, these need unwrapping anyway, so I'm going to unwrap these. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. These are the games that I recently bought. And if you've been racking it up, I think I paid 20 quid for the lot of these, which for a bunch of games that are, not bad, maybe that. They're not bad. It's pretty good. And they are all over the place online if you want to get links to them or anything like that. But just go to the game collection, thegamecollection.net, and you'll be able to buy these and a whole bunch of other games, like Left Alive on PlayStation 4, which is a game that's very, very short, is £4.95. So, yeah, check it out. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.